So you've got your Datejust, whether that be a 41mm or a 31mm for your other half, or maybe even the Explorer or the OP range, the entry-level watches. How do you get the next watch that you actually originally wanted before you even started your Rolex journey? I'm going to give you tips and advice on how to do that. So the next watch that you guys need to be asking for is the Submariner range in a few different combinations. So the Submariner Starbucks, for example, this particular one here, an extremely sought after model. This is the Starbucks 41mm, green bezel, black dial. RRP on this watch, I'm going to say early 9s. We actually sell these pretty much every day of the week for around 15,000 or just under for a brand new unworn. This is a really sought after watch. This is one that you guys should be asking for. It's definitely one that you should be able to get in the next 6 to 12 months. We have covered the other range, which is the plain black, so the black dial, black bezel, and also the date and non-date. Again, for us, one of our best sellers. I've got one here to show you guys. I'll just pop that one down there. This is the Submariner date. This is the 41mm. We've actually sold that last night to one of our clients. He's collecting it on Wednesday. So that's one. And I did mention this in my other video, that it is a harder watch to get for your first visit. There may be a good chance if you build a nice relationship, you will. But if you don't, definitely once you bought your first watch, you should be able to get this watch or the non-date. Okay, the next one I want to discuss, which I'm sure you guys are definitely wanting to buy, is the GMT range, the GMT Master IIs. So you've got the Pepsi, the most sought after one in that range. Hopefully you guys can see it there with the blue and red bezel. This one's on the Jubilee, the most sought after combination for this watch. They do come on the Oyster. Price wise, we sell these at 18,000. We sold 2 last week, 2 brand new 2022s. This is a brand new 2021. We're selling this for 17,450. Again, price wise, around about the early 9s, somewhere around there. Really hard watch to get. And it's a good thing we're actually talking about this one, because the rumours with this watch are that Rolex could possibly discontinue this model. And the reason is they have manufacturing problems with the bezel. So the bezel having the 2 colours does have a manufacturing problem. They do crack. We have seen this over the years. Rolex do know about this problem. They are trying to rectify it, but that's the reason why I think they're possibly going to discontinue at some point. There's a lot of you guys out there that also know that room. I'm sure some of you viewers there watching will actually say the same thing as well. And you're buying it in your drawers for that reason. Not because it's not an attractive watch, which it is, an extremely sought after and attractive watch, but because there's rumours that it'll be discontinued. If it does, it will just go up in price. So that's definitely for one of you guys out there. If you can, that's definitely one you should be asking for. The Oyster, like I said, that's the other one. Still a very nice watch, but not as popular as the Jubilee. They also do the Batman and the Batgirl. Again, there should be a good chance that you should be able to get that. You know, you bought your Datejust, you bought your OP, you bought your Explorer, you probably bought some diamonds, might have bought a Tudor, a Breitling, an Omega, if they sell them in the actual dealership. Then you could be saying to them, right, look, I've got some decent spend now. I want the watch I originally came for. I want my GMT Master. I want my Starbucks. You know, I want these type of models. I've got the Datejust. I've bought the best style. You know, I've overspent. You could have even bought a steel and gold one or steel and rose, which we've covered in other videos, worth list and just over list for us to sell and worth under list for us to buy. That's another one. So yeah, you might have actually jumped through more hoops than others. So that's definitely one that you guys need to be pulling trigger on. You know, what other models should you be asking for? This is a really good one for you guys. And it's quite funny because when I covered this in my other video, quite a few guys out there said, I've actually got this watch really easy, which I find really hard to actually understand. And the reason I feel it hard to understand is there's hardly any for sale on the open market. The new 1.3 reference of the James Cameron, I'll show you this watch for example. This particular one here, this is a really, really beautiful watch, but also you guys are telling me, I got one within 2 weeks, I got one in 3 weeks, I got one in 3 months, 6 months. To give you an idea on price on this, I think they're around late 12, somewhere around their list. We sell a brand new 1.3 references for 15,950. So not a huge markup, but certainly a markup from RRP. It's one that you guys are telling me is a very easy watch to get. I wouldn't normally say this would be one that you'd achieve, but contrary to my belief, this is what you guys are telling me. I do see them obviously wholesale, I do see them in the trade, so I do know they are available, but not in massive numbers. So that's one that you guys could basically look at and think, you know what, I'm going to put my list down in front of them. I actually quite like that watch. It's an extremely popular watch, and whenever I have clients to come and buy them, that's their grail. That's one of our clients' grail watches. So again, another stunning one for you. So another watch that's become extremely popular over the last, say, 12, 18 months, 2 years is the steel and yellow gold 18 karat Daytona range. Now for me, this is an unbelievable watch. We were selling these watches last year for £25,000. The RRP, the new RRP on those for plain champagne black or white dial, white being the most popular in that one, is now around about 16.6, I'm gonna say 17, somewhere around there. We can sell them in the droves. The white dial has become a unisex watch. So the champagne dial, definitely more for a gent or possibly a ladies. The black dial, 1,000,000% gents watch. That's the one that they really want. Quite a masculine colour. Ladies, as we've covered before, they like the lighter dials, so the light pinks, the silvers, the whites. But the actual white dial in the steel and gold Daytona is so sought after. Whenever we get one, we'll literally sell it the same day. So to give you an idea out there, that's how popular they are. In fact, I bought one and it's coming on Thursday this week. That'll be going live on the website to give you an idea on the uplift on that. So we'd sell that around about £20,000. So again, nice margin on that. So that's definitely, and there's a good chance you'll get that because the steel and gold range, as notoriously we've all spoke about, is a range that you can still buy. They're still really nice watches and you can still earn a bit of money, or you can actually enjoy it and sell it at a later date for a profit. So another one that you guys, certainly are going to look to buy is the steel Sky Dweller range. So we've got the 3 dial combinations. We've got the white, the black and the blue. We've got the Oyster bracelet and the Jubilee. The Jubilee carries a premium for you to buy. Also carries a premium when we sell it. Smaller part of the market for the Jubilee. The Oyster is probably 9% of our buyers, but that's definitely one out there that you guys want. I know there's a new mint green that will be coming out later this year, already released. So that's one that you guys, will probably have on your list that you're already, or certainly going to ask for. So that's definitely one that, you should be able to start getting. They might try and sell you a steel and yellow gold one, so the black dial, the white or the champagne. My advice to you guys is think carefully. Unless you really like that watch, think carefully, because we would buy that watch for under less than what you'd actually paid. So just think about that before you get it. If you really want that steel watch, hold out for the steel, because for me, that's where the market is. Unbelievable watch. Great size, 42mm, super nice daily or weekend watch, something different to what you'll see. Definitely won't buy the bigger guys out there, but a really nice watch. So I know that a lot of you guys out there will have that on your list. So that's definitely one that you should be asking for. Then we can go into things like the ones that you guys really want, the ones that we get asked for every day of the week. And it's this watch right here. It's the steel, the Grail, the stainless steel Daytona reference 116 500 LM. This one here is the black dial variation. So this is the 40mm, the historic, iconic ceramic stainless steel Daytona. Recently discontinued. Again, cover this in other videos. All Daytona models were discontinued. We are still seeing this as an extremely popular model in all the years. So even the pre-ceramic, we've sold 2 of those recently in the last 2 months. This is the ceramic, the recently discontinued one. This is the one that you guys out there, we get asked for it all the time. It used to have an 11-year waiting list. There's literally, honestly, probably no chance you will ever get this watch from your AD. Most of my clients have a really good spend with their AD. They actually go to the grey. They will actually trade in some of the watches that they've bought from their AD. So some of the ones we've mentioned, it might be a Batman, a Batgirl, a Hulk, it might be a Submariner, it might be a Datejust and a Sub. They might just bundle 2 or 3 watches to get the Grail, but in their mind, they've justified that they're buying it for less. So, the one watch that literally all you guys out there, and you go to your AD and go, can I have a stainless steel Daytona? Is pretty much the first thing that you guys say. The answer is always going to be no. You might have to take some of the other watches, enjoy them, buy them, or hold or flip, whichever you choose to do. But that's a watch really, if you're wanting this watch, you're going to have to go to the grey market.